All right, back we go. Another video. It is August 13th, Sunday. Let's look at Apple. AAPL stock symbol. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's take a look. Yeah, long term, of course, you want this in your portfolio, 401k, however you have it. I don't think this is going anywhere anytime soon, of course. All right, so the big move 2020, this came down with this 2021. This was like $50. What a steal. Got up to 170. And then this big broadening wedge happened like every other stock. They all had the same similar pattern to a certain degree. A big wedge, it looks like a broadening wedge. Big drop January, we go down. Look at this line here. Yeah, bounces up. Let me put this other line right here. You can see right here. Make that tight. And yeah, it's pretty much a wedge going down, a tight channel. Look at that move in June, all the way from 130 to 170. Came back down again. And January, this was the big move a lot of stocks do in January. A lot of tech have been running, what do we get, 8 months now, pretty much. Now we're dropping, well, at least 7 months. So this was at 125-ish. What a great buy. 125, 155. You had one small dip left at 145. And look at this channel here. Look how tight this is. This is a tight channel up, and all you do is draw your lines, the high line, the low line. That's why it's very tight, and when it breaks, and it did. So this is where we stand now. Got to a high of 198.23. Put in more numbers here. Then right here was the red candle right here. Then when you start to see this touch the EMAs, it really didn't touch that since early July, a little bit here on the bottom wicks. And now you're free falling here. You get 1, 2, 3, gap down, tried to put in a little, maybe like a cross, a hammer, didn't work. We're at 177.76, way below its moving average too. So, it's definitely oversold here. 548 on stochastics. Where are some signs this could let up, at least temporarily? Well, you look back at August, you got 175 line, that would be big. I put in the retracement levels here. 100% retracement from that 2020 low up to the high. So that would bring here to about 165, 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 160 to 170, depending on the market too. It just depends on how steep this pullback is. Is going to go for weeks, a few more weeks, the rest of this month, we shall see. All right, the weekly chart. You see the big move up. Look at that reverse split here. Nice run. And look at the weekly too. That's why I look at your weekly, if you're swing trading, of course. Look at all these green candles up. Same here in January. And you have a run up from stochastics low. That's how I like to play it. Overness zone, 90 to 100. The hot zone, which is hot. It's overbought, buried, it's called, where it's staying overbought. Eventually it'll go down, and look at that. Eventually it started to crack here. Let me see the candle. Right there's the crossover that was on July 7th. Then look at this, you're fading down. The red's over white. So this is a clear move down. That's why I think this is going down further. It's not just gonna, you could get a little bounce, but I think this is going past that. There's no way unless you get a complete turnaround real fast. The monthly chart, this is big too. Look at this big space here. This is very strong technical. That's why NASDAQ was extremely strong too. Extremely, excuse me, strong too. This one up. And let me see right here. What was the high on this? 97.69 stochastics. When you have a space this wide, that's a good sign for a long. And all these green candles, look at this. 3, 6, 7. Big red candle at the top. 170. It's why, look at this. Your 13 EMA, you're way above it. 20 EMA is about 160-ish in that range, 160, 170. So I'm going to look for there, and we'll see if we get a bounce and then go back up, but we shall see on that. Quarterly, same thing at 165, 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Look at this too. I drew this on stochastics. Going back to 09. Dip, bounce, dip, bounce. You notice though the low is getting higher each time. It's like waving back and forth up. But what you have here is a rising wedge on stochastics, which is weird. That means eventually this will come through here, probably a bigger drop. And I'm not sure when that's going to be, but. All right, so let's technically, I would look for 175 to, shorter term bounce and maybe come up. You might do this, come up to the EMAs, then bounce back down. And overall, though, I think maybe 160, 165 is where we're headed. Any other news on Apple? Let's read it here. Apple. What is Apple at? 2.782 billion. 94 million income. Institutional ownership 60%. How don't insiders own any of Apple? That makes no sense. 0. Float 15 billion. It's pretty crazy. Anything on stock twits. What are they saying? Mag gap fill back to 191. Someone's saying basically. All right. So that's basically it for now. It's all going to be when are we going to get that bounce back up, which I think you're going to hit the EMAs and then bounce back down. That's one scenario. Or we just keep going up maybe slightly like this chopping, then we go back down and we're heading down for a bigger move to that 160, 170 level. See what futures do tonight, and we'll see what this week brings. If it's a bounce week or continues to struggle. All right, that's it for AAPL Apple. Please subscribe to Mike Kim Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. What else am I on? Instagram, Threads, X, Twitter, whatever the hell you call it. TikTok, Mike Kim Trades. Any comments on Apple? If you own it, your longer term, shorter term views, what your thoughts on, or any information, what you think technically. It's always good. That's it. Peace.